Welcome all sports fans, YouTubers, Facebookers, all social media across the nation. Uneducated Network presents Uneducated Sports Talk, and I'm your host, Carlos Clayton. Now, before we get into it, I want to say please subscribe to Uneducated Network, subscribe to Uneducated Sports Talk as well. But if you want to see me on not only my own show, but I actually have my show on Uneducated Network, check that out. Please like, subscribe, share it, comment on it. It's a blast. Like I've been saying, we've been having fun on it. A lot of people have been subscribing and they're loving it, so I'm all down for it. Please subscribe to Uneducated Network, where there's football talk, there's basketball talk, there's all around sports talk, there's gaming talk, there's all kind of good stuff going on. There's music, there's anything you can think of right now. And we have a lot more coming up that we have not shown you guys. We have baseball talk, we have Star Wars talk, we have all that good stuff. So please check it out, subscribe to it for sure, because it's only getting bigger and better, and you do not want to miss out, man. Today we have good news going on. Back to the NBA world again, and we're going to start off with Kyrie Irving. We all know he expressed his desire to lead the Cleveland Cavaliers, to lead LeBron James, to lead that whole organization, and he's been getting hot. Everyone wants him, and the Cavaliers are just building up because they want the biggest, best, most satisfying trade they can get for Kyrie Irving. And they want a lot, because Kyrie Irving, in some people's opinion, is a top 10 to 15 player. So they want a lot in return for Kyrie. But then again, here comes the offseason again. Another twist, another turn. Kyrie Irving, just let everyone know that you can get me, but I'm not here for long term. My options are not long term right now. That's coming from Kyrie, it's coming from his camp, it's coming from somebody. But he or they are saying that Kyrie does not want to stay in one place for long. He wants to weigh his options out. That being said, his trade value might have just went down. When you are talking about you want to be the best, you want to be the person on the team, you want to be the guy, the number one, the big kahuna, the big baller, the big daddy, that guy. You want to be the man. You gotta start somewhere. You can't be the man, then stay for 2 years, then try and be the man somewhere else. It's not going to work. The only person that can do that is LeBron James. Kevin Durant a little bit as well. But Kyrie isn't in that status. I'm all down for him trying to be the man for anybody. I'm down. But when you look at it, and you gotta look very, very hard, look deep. Can you name me someone that's a point guard? And I'm talking like, you can name Allen Iverson, and you can name Isaiah Thomas, the old Detroit Pistons Isaiah Thomas. But can you name a point guard? Because Allen Iverson wasn't really a point guard. He was more of a two. Kyrie is somewhere in the between with Allen Iverson. He's more of a two, but I think he's more of a one than AI was. But with that being said, can you name a point guard that actually was the leader on their team to an NBA final? It's not that many. It's not. And Magic Johnson, let's cut that out. Yes, he was a point guard, but the man was 6'8", 6'9". So, someone like LeBron James status, they play the point, but they're big guys, so they don't really count. But name a true, pure point guard size, 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", at the most. 6'4" is a very tall point guard, but naming those guys in that stature who have led their teams to the finals. Kyrie has a long up road if he wants to be the leader of a team on a team that's destined to the finals. But when you say, I don't want to be in this particular place long term, or I can only guarantee you guys the rest of my contract, and then I'll put out my options once again. Now that would have teams backing off. That his trade, they have no choice but to back off, because if you're a Sacramento, or you're a Phoenix, or you're a Denver, or you're up and coming team, and you want a star like Kyrie, it'd be nice to have him, but you don't think you're gonna go anywhere for those 2 years. So why would I waste my draft picks for you to stay here 2 years and we go to the playoffs, probably make a 6th, 5th seed or something like that, and then if we make the playoffs, so especially if he goes west, it's a big if. If he goes east, it's a little different. You can make the playoffs, but say if we don't win, then we lose you for 2 years, we lost all our pieces. That's not a bargain that we want. So I can see teams kind of backing up, but Kyrie has to understand, you're ready to put a lot of chips in your corner. You went all in pretty much. Now you can't just start taking them back out. You can't do that. You can't, because now you're scaring teams off. Do you really want to be on your own, or do you really want to piss us off? Like, he has to, because if he doesn't want to be in Cleveland, he has to push to get out of there. And for him to say something like that is kind of leaning towards, well, I want to be out of Cleveland, but on my own terms. It doesn't make any sense. Now, if you're an up-and-coming East team, you might take that chance because the East is just so bad that you'll have, with a Kyrie Irving, you can bump up that quickly. But if you're a West team and you're in the bottom of the barrel, you're not going to want it. Now, if you're a West team and you're on top, say the San Antonio Spurs, people have been saying the Rockets, but I seriously doubt that he'll go to Houston. That's already too small backcourt if all three of those guys are on there. Not going to happen. But just say of a top West team, they're not going to go for Kyrie. I mean, they will go for Kyrie because they had nothing to lose unless they give up big pieces. But they don't have the pieces as well, so I don't see where he'll go except for the East now if he makes those comments, because the East team can let some guys go and get Kyrie and then bump up into the standings in the East. But as far as the West team, both have their issues when it comes down to the top and the bottom. So if he's making those comments now, it's more towards he probably want to go East, maybe New York, maybe Miami. Those two teams have better chances now. But if a West team, if you're Sacramento, if you're Denver, if you're Phoenix, you're like, oh no, we already toyed around with this. But if you're going to stay with us for 2 years and be gone, trust me, we're not winning the championship in those 2 years that you're here. Let's be honest with you. We'll look good, but we're not winning anything until we get pieces around us besides you. So Kyrie just probably put a little dip inside of his stock and his value. Maybe there's a plan. I do not know, and I don't see it. I don't get it. But Kyrie probably has a plan. Who knows? LeBron has made it to where every NBA player feels like they are the best in the world and can demand stuff. And I like that. I like when the players take control instead of the owners. But the players got to know when there's a boundary. Players have to know there's actually a boundary. Only one that can really do that is LeBron James. LeBron James he's the best on the planet right now, so he can do those kind of things. But all the rest of the guys gotta kind of take it easy, because at the end of the day, the owners make all the money. The owners still your boss, something like that. So just calm down, Kyrie. Calm down. You want to be a man. You want to be the leader. Just be quiet. Get on your team and lead them. Now, what he's probably thinking is he's probably going to be traded to a team that he doesn't want to be traded to. And that's what he's thinking as well. So that might be the reason why he's saying, and if the team wants him for those 2 years, he's all for it. But he's telling Cavaliers, do not trade me to anyone crazy, because I'm going to say out in public, I don't want to be here for long. And now that's going to let the teams that he doesn't want to go to, non-contending teams, how about that? Go to non-contending teams, he's going to let them know, if you're a non-contender, I'm not going there for long term. Just letting you know that. So beware if you want to trade for me. So if you do trade Cleveland, the only team that really want me are contending teams now. So it's kind of smart. So we'll see what he does on that part. But he has the power, and LeBron has given everyone the power to speak their mind as player athletes now. So I'm very excited. I still think Kyrie is gone before the season starts. I said it wouldn't happen very quickly. It wouldn't happen in 3 days. I said it wouldn't happen in 2 weeks. I said, give it about a month. Or give it about a few weeks before training camp starts, and I can see trade rumors really, really heating up. So, more basketball news, not NBA, but now we have the Big Three League, the Ice Cube League. And it's been a great league so far. And I hate to admit it, but I watched every single episode, and I love it more than the WNBA already. And no offense to the girls, it's just the product is not, in my opinion, as good. I still like the girls, and I watch when it comes down to the playoffs or the finals, that kind of thing. But during the regular season, no one's really watching the WNBA. Let's just be honest. But the Big Three, that's got my attention. It's guys who are grinding because they're still getting paid, not handsomely, but they're getting paid, lots of thousands. Let's be honest. So they're going out there and they're grinding. It's very entertaining. It's on the right network, the right station, so they get to go out and say a lot more things than it normally would happen. But I love where it's coming from. But big news came out of it. I haven't talked about it since week 1. I believe this is week 6 now, I believe. And teams are starting to get under their belt now, and they're starting to get more comfortable with each other and start to play better ball now. And this league is no joke. I mean, they got trades going on. They have all that. I didn't know trades were involved. They have all that going on like it's a regular league. And then the big news came out last week. Allen Iverson in Dallas was a no-show. And we all know AI's history with these kind of problems. I can see it now, man. We talk about the big three. Not a game, not a real NBA game. It's the big three. But I'm pretty sure people have said it already. But AI was a no-show in Dallas. He is a player/coach, mostly on the coaching side the last 4 weeks now. But that being said, they didn't know where he was. And Ice Cube, one thing I know about Cube is he don't play no games. He's a man of his word. He says what he says. If he's going to do it, he's going to do it. That's one thing I know about Ice Cube. They said they're going to look into the matter and find out what happened. Now, we all don't know what happened. AI went out there, I believe, on Instagram and apologized to the fans of the Big Three and everybody else. But they came out and they suspended Allen Iverson for 1 game. And that's like, whoa, okay. If you want to, and here's what I like it. I really, really like it. And here's why. If you want to be known as a league that's going up and you want to make this continue for the next couple years, this isn't like the XFL back in 2001 where they came out, that kind of stuff, they probably blew it over and like whatever. No. The Big Three, they're taking their product very seriously. And I like that. That's one thing the XFL did not do. They didn't take it seriously. But the Big Three, they're taking that seriously. They spin Allen Iverson for 1 game. I forgot where. I think they're going to Lexington this week. I'm not sure, but they suspend him for 1 game, and that right there is sending a message. You guys play around, we'll suspend you. I'm pretty sure he will lose out on some money as well, probably a fine or probably not get paid for that particular week that he's gone. But AI is the face of the Big Three. Let's say was now, because now the Big Three is going on. AI isn't as much important anymore. We've seen him. We all know he's out of shape. He can't really play. We all know that, but the rest of the guys that are on the court, they're balling and they want to play. So I like where this league is going, and I love it. And I cannot wait for it to see more action, and then for the playoffs, and then for the championship as well, because it's really good. And now I can't wait till next year to see who all going to join it. But they say that we want to be a league that is known for actually taking things serious. AI, who was the face of Big Three, he messes up, no show. You know what? You suspended Allen Iverson. That goes for everybody out there. You want to play around, we will suspend you. Now, I don't know about the money part, but I do know he got suspended. And that's taking it serious because they could have easily said, you know what, tap on the wrist, don't do it again. And then these guys could do whatever the hell they want to do. No, I like that. Ice Cube is a businessman. He is a businessman. And he knows what he's doing. And I really think the Big Three is here to stay, whether people like it or not. I'm a big fan of it, and I hope you guys continue to watch it. It's very good. It's very good. It's a good 3 hours to watch per day. I mean, per week they're here. It's a great 3 hours. Great games going on. So on to the NFL. There's a lot of NFL news going on. We do know, as I speak right now, the Hall of Fame game is playing right now with the Cardinals and the Cowboys. I'm going to watch this right after I'm done with this. It's just getting ready to kick off in a second, so I'm excited about that going on. Football was back. There's so much training camp news. I cannot get to every single training camp news that I want unless it's very serious. Now, we know in the last couple of days, the Patriots have had a fight going on, and I believe another team had fights. But you get that every single training camp. Guys aren't going to like each other because they're hitting the same people over and over and over again. They understand. So I understand the fights and the brawls are going on in training camp of NFL. But more news is Aaron Rodgers came out and said, you know what? Just like Tom Brady, just like my man Drew Brees, who that? He said he wants to play for Green Bay or in the NFL. Now, I don't know what it's going to be till he's 40 years old. He said he could feel like that. He could play that. And there's only a couple guys, I believe. I believe Tom Brady. I believe Drew Brees. And I for damn sure believe Aaron Rodgers. I think right now Aaron Rodgers is the best player in the NFL, in my opinion. The best quarterback in the NFL. That's my opinion. But I think he can play till he's 40. Now, out of those 3 guys, his offensive line is probably, I wouldn't say the weakest, but he has to improvise a whole lot. He has to improvise a lot. So that's why I would say his line is probably the weakest out of those 3 teams. Overall, I think New Orleans probably has the weakest line, but their offense is predicated on getting that ball out pretty quickly. So Drew doesn't have to move that much. He doesn't get sacked a lot either. And as well as Tom Brady, that ball is shot out within 2 seconds. Aaron Rodgers improvises a lot of his plays because the offensive line isn't as. The offensive line is still good. Let's just be honest. Their line is still good, but they're not as good as the Tom Brady's and the Drew Brees, the Saints, and the Patriots O-line. But I feel like he could play till he's 40. He has all the tools. He's probably one of the more physically gifted quarterbacks when it comes down to his running game and his speed and his gifted arm. He's a gunslinger who doesn't have a gunslinger mentality, if you can kind of fathom that a little bit. So I believe those three guys. Anybody else saying they can play till they're 40, cut it out. I don't believe it, and I won't believe it. I won't believe it. But Tom Brady, Drew Brees said, and Brees already said 45. I believe Tom Brady can play till he's 45. And I believe that Aaron Rodgers can play till he's at least 40. I see him 41, 42. These guys are very, very good. And these guys are only getting better. It's like fine wine. They're getting better as they get older. So that being said, man, this is our show. Like, comment, subscribe. Do you think Kyrie Irving's trade status just went down? I do. Let me know how you feel. Give me your comments about that and your thoughts. And like, subscribe. Follow me on Facebook. My name is Carlos Clayton. I'm from Lake Charles, Louisiana, if that helps. And check me out on Twitter, @CarlosClayton_. I repeat, @CarlosClayton_. So, Uneducated Network presents Uneducated Sports Talk. And I'm your host, Carlos Clayton. And as always, sports fans, you know what it is. Stay smart, stay uneducated. Peace.